The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome, Deadites, to part 2 of Shield of Life. Last we left off, mine had a few choice words to spare her father, and I'm just not even going to bother sugarcoating this. A shadow could be seen by you tracing, well, Nafumi. So, we get back to the inn. Your dad's going to be a problem, isn't he? I hope not, but...
Well, he is the king now for me.
Yes, I know, and that's the problem.
Please, just understand that he's being my father. He can't help loving his daughter, but yeah, he does need to back off a little. I mean, I'm a grown woman. I make my own decisions.
Yes, her own decisions that are in the public light. But, of course, that is a tale. For, well, now I guess. So they need to take Raftalia out to get some experience, and hopefully them getting some as well. So here we go. I suppose we'll need supplies. Let's go foresting.
Oh, to the forest, huh?
Thoughts about what happened the last time they were in the forest racked Malty's head. But the shield hero is here. Nafumi would save her if anything came down to it. But Raftalia, she's young. We need to level up Raftalia. Full stop. We can't have her in the wave at this level. Let's go.
Yes, of course. As everyone's gathering herbs and other ingredients for making potions and the like, and now Fumi is upgrading those herbs and potions that he crafts on the spot. Well, he was able to purchase a quick kit, no problem, especially since there wasn't a certain stigma to his name, and that really served as a great boon. Well, this will do well. A potion of greater healing. Nice.
Now, technically, he shouldn't be able to make that, but remember, he actually has a class in Life Cleric, so I figured why not. So he has a few potions of greater healing and normal potions as well. So that aids him to a point. And it's really good, too. Snarling could be heard. That doesn't sound good. Raftalia's ears were folded. Wolves. Good. Let them come.
Let them come? What are you...
We need leveling. Now let's go. Formation. Now Fumi and mine formed up around Raftalia. Raftalia, you've practiced this. If you can't kill a wolf, you're useless to me.
Yes, Nafumi.
Alright, let's go. So, I'm doing this like I do Kazuma. I'm going to roll their initiatives. Wolfpack. 4. Nafumi, nat 20. Malty, 19. Doesn't matter. They'll go before the pack. So, this will be fun. Now, Fumi is going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and that Spiritual Weapon is yet another shield. And then he's going to prepare for an attack. The wolves haven't quite made their way there yet. Malty cast the Firebolt and it went wide. Malty, I think you need to check your aim.
I'm sorry, alright? I'll try harder. As another part of her action, Malty's gonna toss those hands. Them burning hands.
The resulting attack strikes true to the wolves and the direwolf present, dealing a moderate amount of damage. Now that is how you do, Malty. Hit him again. Malty does an action surge, and of course goes in with her long sword. Unfortunately, she missed. Not once, I swear. Oh, Malty. But it's Raftalia's turn, and Raftalia is kind of quivering. If you're scared, you'll never grow. Overcome the fear. Persevere. Be a good girl and fight that things.
Yes, sir. Now let me start to say that I've actually made stats for all of these characters, and classing Raftalia is a royal pain in the ass. I had to find out what race works best, and for right now I decided to go with Leonin. It's the closest thing I can think of at the moment. Leonin are lion people, so it's really the closest beast folk like race to I could find a Tanuki, really, so there it is. But back to the point. Raftalia is having a moment, but she's scared of the direwolf. However, with now Fumi straight up telling her to move, she does so. It is going to stab with her short sword. Unfortunately, she missed. Now Fumi was counting on her to miss, however, but when the wolves go in to attack, switch! And, of course, however, thanks to Naofumi's interruption, he takes a look at the three creatures there and casts Bane upon them. That will do to disorient them a little bit. Unfortunately, now it was the direwolf's turn to attack. Oh dear. The direwolf was going to aim its wanting maw at Raftalia, but of course, now Fumi's switch had stopped that from happening. And as such, now Fumi, or rather now Fumi's armor, took a brunt of that attack. He's fine. Ugh. Oh boy, that would have been bad if that had hit flesh. Good thing it didn't. Malty! Call me mine when we're in battle, please. Fine, mine. Take him down. Of course. Seeing how well Burning Hands worked the first time, she's going to do it again, especially now that her opponents have been baned. She reaches for her magic again, and fire envelops her opponents. The wolves are feeling the pain. As a matter of fact, one of them fell, leaving one normal wolf and a dire wolf to contend with. Seeing this, Raftalia's morale rose. Alright, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Now Fumi goes in for an attack. He makes a shield bash for the dire wolf. He definitely hits the dire wolf. He definitely does hit that sucker. That shield bash caused the dire wolf to flinch. Raftalia sees this and goes in for another attack as well. Oh, she deals that for a very high amount of damage. The wolf is now eyeing her, unfortunately. And it's time for the wolf to attack. The wolf goes in for another attack. Pretty much makes a claw attack at our good old friend, Raftalia. Oh, and luckily for Raftalia, he misses by a long shot. 3 - 2. That Bane saved Raftalia. the remaining wolf is attacking Malty, and it failed as well. Meaning it's once again, in that instance, they react again. Malty comes in at the remaining wolf with her long sword, and she strikes him down. Only the direwolf now remains. The direwolf is feeling slightly shook, but now Fumi goes in and does yet another shield bash. He deals a moderate amount of damage to the wolf. Raftalia, finish it.
Yes, my lord.
And finish it she shall. With a final plunge, she ends the direwolf. Well done, Raftalia. Well done. With that encounter, Raftalia is now level 3. Our other two didn't really gain a level from that, but Raftalia shot up by 2. She's still quite young, so we're not going to get that surprise yet. Now, once again, I'm trying to play this as D&D, so as far as Raftalia's levels go and everyone else's levels go, on like Child, we're going to keep D&D's max level is 20, so we'll roll with that. As a matter of fact, her little surprise will happen much sooner in relative level, but that will happen. Don't worry about that. But back to it. Raftalia, that was great. Well done. I'm very proud of you, he said while ruffling her hair a little bit.
Thank you, Lord Naofumi.
Oh, Naofumi, treating her like a child. You're in for quite the surprise in some time. Quite the surprise.
They continue to grind further and further, and of course they land themselves in a specific mine. The scene with the Cerberus happens, and this time around, Raftalia is far more confident. Raftalia, is that the thing?
No, it's not. The one that attacked had 3.
Cerberus.
Are you certain? Yes, Lady Malty.
Once again, dear, it's mine while we are traveling.
Apologies.
Let's kill this thing already then.
Agreed.
I'm not even going to bother with the combat sequence for that. But they win by a landslide, especially since Raftalia is far more willing to fight in this instance. And now Fumi is technically a higher level than he should have been. Things go by well, and they're merely biding their time until the wave gets to the point where Naofumi's looking at his egg. The egg that we know to be Philo. It's still an egg. Hello there, Mother Lake. You'll hatch eventually. Are you talking to that egg? Why, of course. Wouldn't you want to talk to your baby? Oh, look at you. I'm sure you'd be a great father. I guess you'll just have to find out, won't you, Malty? I didn't mean my Malty.exe has crashed. Oh, and by the way, now Fumi knows the silence spell now. So she's in for some intriguing time while good old Raftalia is sleeping.
Not even 3 days.
After that night, the wave began. Well, let me be clear. Raftalia made it to level 5 and has since grown up. And this Naofumi noticed immediately. He took everything in his power to, well, not lay hands on Raftalia. I mean, he knew that all he had to do was ask, and she'd immediately say yes. And that just felt a little bad on him. But we get to the story, back to the story of the wave. Our crew arrives in Loot Village to see absolute chaos.
Come on, let's go. They need our help.
Mine, Raftalia. I'm going to do the best I can here.
Where's the most secure building here?
It's over there, sire. Okay, here's what you two are going to do. Before things go any further, I'm going to do my best to help people. Now, Fumi is seeing to the injured as best he can, getting the men up and so they can aid in the fight. There's no guard to be seen anywhere around, too much to his irritation. So they've left this town to die. How could they? It's wrong, and they know it.
Luckily now Fumi had potions aplenty, and he had enhanced the said potion.
He tossed them out in bins.
You there. Give these to any who are in need.
Yes, Sir Shield Hero.
You,
Bring the severely injured to me now. Hurry! Before now, Fumi lay a few injured, almost looking like farmers, but they were rather burly, and their hands that we needed. Is this all the severely wounded? Yes. I'd rather take the time to address their wounds, but we'll use magic in this instance. Since now Fumi's a life cleric, he can heal additionally, so that's 2 plus the spell's level. He pretty much healed everyone, the 6 people that were presented to him. They're no longer wounded grievously, but it's still gonna scar, unfortunately, to a point. Not a big scar, but they're gonna be left with something, some sort of form of blemish. Unfortunately, just as he did that, someone else was brought to Naofumi. A young child that's on death's door. Oh boy, this is not good. Seeing that this is a way that Naofumi needs all the magic he can, Naofumi is going to use Spare the Dying, and the child is no longer fighting for her life. As much as I'd like to stay, does anyone here have any medical knowledge whatsoever? I'm an alchemist. Good. Here. Naofumi hands the alchemist more, healing potions and various other potions that would help with statuses. I've got a job to do. Naofumi gets back to his job and defends the town. Now that the medical tent he has erected has been, I say tent, but medical room he has erected has been established. While he might not be at the head of it anymore, they're at least able to tend to their wounded to a point there. Our crew is defending that point with their lives, and they did well. However, we all know that there's about to be a reckless salvo fired upon the area. What the? Airstrike shield! Second! What the hell? That's when Naofumi goes up to those fools. How dare you? You call yourselves soldiers? You fire a salvo without sending anyone to check. You should have sent infantry or recon. You almost murdered all these civilians. Make no mistake, my father shall be informed of this. Now, Fumi, shouldn't we go help the heroes? Now, Fumi takes a look towards the horizon. Nah, they got this. I'm going back. I've got people to heal. If you have any wounded... No, you know what? No, they can help themselves. He's aiding the wounded? Let's go. We'll go fight with the real heroes. However,
a certain crew still stays with Naofumi. Sir Naofumi, Lord Shield Hero, we offer our services.
Good. With you lot here, I should be able to actually heal the wounded properly. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Thanks to that salvo,
Now Fumi has more work to do. His airstrike shield was only able to defend so many and deflect so much. Ah, damn those fools.
Frack. I lost one.
Now Fumi could be seen drinking water from a goblet. Now Fumi, what's wrong? I lost one. One? I'm a doctor. I care for all I operate upon. Mine. All. I'll talk with her family specifically. Now Fumi did that. I'm sorry. Your child didn't make it. There. It's alright. I feel like I could have done no, Sir Shield Hero. You've done so much for us. So much.
we could possibly ask for more.
They say that, but now Fumi still feels like he could do more. And do more he shall.
Mine.
Yes.
I'm setting up shop here for now. A temporary clinic will do. This place deserves it.
If your father needs funds, suggest that he take it out of that fool of a captain's wages. Perhaps most of his battalion. Short of the ones that helped us, that is.
A temporary clinic, eh? I suppose I'll talk to Father about appropriating funds.
And talk to her father.
She would.
Trailer coming up after this wrap up.
If you liked that, let's get a United States smash on that like button. If you're not subscribed, consider going full cowling with that subscribe button. And let's go plus ultra with the notifications. Ring that bell, baby. Rest easy, Deadites. And remember, the night is ours.